So now children, the second type of terrestrial animals. So what is the second type of terrestrial animals? That is polar regions. So the second type of terrestrial habitat is polar regions. So polar regions means ice cold regions. Ice cold regions like Himalayas in our country, and also northern pole and southern pole regions, Arctica, Antarctica, Russia. So those regions are called polar regions. So especially in these regions, the temperature is very cold during winter seasons. So the temperature is extremely low. So the temperature is very low during, especially in winter seasons. So not only winter season, in every season the temperature is extremely cold. So the animals which live in these polar regions have some special adaptations in their bodies to survive in these polar regions and to survive in such cold climatic conditions. So what are the adaptations that present in the animals which live in the polar regions? For example, the animals which live in the polar regions are polar bear. So polar bear and dolphins. So these are the examples for the animals which live in polar regions, ice cold regions. Whereas if you take polar bear, so it has some special arrangement. It has some special adaptation in its skin. So what is it? So if you observe the skin of the polar bear, it has a thick white color fur on its skin. So it has a thick layer of white fur on its skin. Why does it have? So because this thick white fur layer prevents the body of the polar bear from the extreme low temperature, and this thick layer of the fur keeps the body warm. And this white color fur of the polar bears also helps these polar bears to merge in their surroundings. That is, to merge in their snow surroundings, and it will help the polar bears to become invisible to their enemies and to escape from their animals. Because the snow is in white color and its fur is also in white color, both are in white color. That's why the polar bears are not visible in their surroundings. They are merged in their surroundings and they are not visible to their animals. They are not visible to their enemies and they can easily escape from their enemies. So children, so these are the special adaptations in the polar bear to survive in such low temperature climates in the polar regions. So children, so this is about terrestrial animals. So the terrestrial animals are divided into two types. That is, the animals lives in deserts and the animals which are live in polar regions. So that's why, so every animal will have some special adaptations in their body to survive in that habitat and to survive in that unfavorable climatic conditions. So children, whereas in polar regions, so to bear that or to escape from that low temperature regions, to escape from the extreme low temperatures, so they will follow especially two types of movements. So the two types are, they will follow two methods. So the two methods are, one is migration and another one is hibernation. So the animals which live especially in the polar region escape from their enemies and also escape from it unfavorable climatic conditions by following two methods. So the two methods are, one is hibernation and another one is migration. So what are these? The first one is migration and the second one is hibernation. So children, so the animals which live in the polar regions will follow these two methods to escape from their enemies and to escape from unfavorable climatic conditions like that low climatic condition, that is to escape from the such low temperature regions. So first one is migration. What is migration? So migration is the movement of animals or a group of animals from one place to another place to escape from unfavorable conditions is called migration. So migration is movement from one place to another place. So the movement from one place to another place is called migration. So generally the animals will migrate from one place to another place in search of their food and to escape from their animal enemies and to escape from unfavorable climatic conditions. So generally the animals will migrate because of some reasons. So generally if you take that reasons, so what are the reasons for migration? Why the animals migrate from one place to another place? So if you take the reasons, there are some reasons, especially the first one is to escape from animals. So to escape from animals. So to escape from enemies. And second one is to escape from unfavorable climatic conditions. So to escape or for better climate. For better climate or to escape from unfavorable climatic conditions. So for better climate and also for better place to lay eggs. That is a safe place to lay eggs. So a safe place to lay eggs. And another reason is to safe place to raise babies or to give babies. So a safe place to give babies. So children, these are the some reasons why the animals migrate from one place to another place. So some of them are so to escape from enemies or for a better climate and for a safe place to lay eggs. That means they will migrate from one place to another place for a safe place so as to lay eggs and so as to reproduce their new ones. That means to continue their race. So these are the some reasons for the migration of the animals. And also next one is hibernation. So what is hibernation? So children, so hibernation means, so this is especially, this hibernation will be takes place especially in the animals which live in polar regions. So the second one is hibernation. So hibernation, what is hibernation? So which animals follow this hibernation? So hibernation will be followed by those animals which live in polar regions, that means ice cold regions. So hibernation means it is a deep winter sleep. So it is a deep sleep. So which is especially in winter seasons. Why? Because in winter season, so in winter season in polar regions the temperature is extremely cold. The temperature is very extremely cold in winter seasons and food is not available to the animals. So water is not available and the climate is unfavorable in winter seasons. That's why some animals, to escape from these unfavorable conditions, they will go into a deep sleep up to a 6 months. So this deep sleep, so the state of this deep sleep in winter is called hibernation. So if you take example polar bear, so if you take example as a polar bear, so polar bear will go into a deep sleep during winter season in ice cold regions to escape from the unfavorable climatic conditions. So during this hibernation, so the heart rate and breathing rate will be slowed down and it conserves its energy. That means it conserves the food and it will store the food for the remaining time. So this is called hibernation. So what is hibernation? So hibernation is a deep winter sleep. So which deep winter sleep, because especially in winter season the temperature is very cold and the food is less available. So that's why some animals will go into a deep sleep and conserve their energy for the next season. So how they conserve energy? So during the sleep, their heart rate and their breathing will slow down, and the slow down of this heart rate and breathing will conserve their energy, and they does not lose their energy during this sleep. So again, they become active after hibernation. So these are the two methods followed by animals to escape from the enemies and to escape from unfavorable climatic conditions. So one is migration and second one is hibernation. Next, see the children, the second type of animals. So up to now we have discussed the terrestrial animals and different types of terrestrial animals, that is deserts and polar regions. Now see the second type of animals, that is aquatic animals.